I couldn't make sense of any of this. They were teaching me things. They taught me that time doesn't exist, and the way that they taught me that was, they do it by lessons and by downloads. This was before computers, but it's a good word, downloads. They drop it into your mind, kind of, and along with it are illustrations and examples of what they're trying to teach. It's a fascinating way that they would teach me. And they've been doing that my whole life. They taught me a lot of things. They taught me the 3 important things to know, they called it, and they started that when I was 5 years old, teaching me that. So I couldn't get it out of my mind after they were gone. I couldn't totally put it on the shelf, but I did my best. And I did that by becoming a workaholic. I went to work like crazy, and I was in real estate, and I became a developer, and I developed lots, and I built spec houses. I did commercial properties. I just kept myself really busy. The 3 important things to know would be the number 1 most important thing to know, and they really stressed this to me, that this is the only one we need to know, us being Earth humans, that we are all one with the Creator. And he said, if we could just get that, we don't really need to know anything else. And they taught it to me in so many different illustrations, and just taught me that if you hurt another living thing, you're hurting yourself. There's no separation. There's no difference between me and you. And I get that now. But it was 1950s when he was teaching this to me, and I was going to Sunday school, and I was living in a 3-dimensional world, and it didn't come easily to me, but when I got it, I finally got it. The second most important thing to know, and this one I didn't get until recently, why it was so important, why this was the number 2 most important thing to know. It seemed like there should have been something else, but we're multidimensional beings existing on more than one level at a time. And as I got older, they changed it to simultaneous. I guess they thought that word was too big for me. I don't know. We are multidimensional beings existing on more than one level simultaneously. I didn't understand why that was so important until we actually got into the shift right now. And I recognized, and they've continued their lessons and continued teaching me. And one of the things they taught me in 2009 or 2010 was that during this time of ascension, as we go with planet Earth into the higher dimension, that it's important that we bring all aspects of ourself back into alignment. And that's what we are doing. We're going into unity consciousness. We're going into oneness. And so we each have our own life stream, but then we bring aspects of that life stream into alignment, but then we also bring in, eventually we all, as we go further up the ladder of life, back to the Creator, we bring in all of life, and that's unity consciousness. So I get why that's important now. The third most important thing to know was monitor your thoughts. And that was big for me. That helped me in my life a lot. And I didn't know that other people didn't do that. I didn't know where I had learned to do it, but I had learned to do that, and it kept me, I think, from experiencing depression and anxiety and a lot of other things that tended to plague my family genetically. Because I remember once talking to my mother suffered from severe depression, and my sister, and I hated to see them suffer. And when I would say, well, are you watching your thoughts? Are you directing your thoughts? And they didn't, they looked at me, at that time, this was quite a long time ago. My sister, I know now, knows about that. But they didn't get what I meant by that. And so I'm grateful that I was taught to do that at a fairly young age. Now Eckhart Tolle is really big into it, and it's a powerful thing to do, powerful, because it creates your reality.